Hi everybody, it's Naya, and I wanted to come and show you guys everything that I picked up from the makeup show. So if you'd like to see what I got from Makeup Show 2015, then please stay tuned. Alright, the very first place that I went to was NYX, and I didn't pick up a lot of things from NYX, just a couple. One of the main things that I wanted to pick up while I was there was I wanted to get the contour palette. You know, contouring and highlighting has now become the rave for everybody. All these companies are bringing out their own contour and highlight palettes. Well, NYX has one, and it can be purchased in Ulta. And I want to say in Ulta it's about $25–30, but at the makeup show I was able to get it for $13. So it looks like this, and as you see, I have not played with it. I haven't compared it to any other contour palettes that I have, but for $13 I could not pass it up. The next thing I picked up was I picked up two of the NYX Tinted Frame, and so the very first one that I picked up, I got it in the shade Espresso, and Espresso looks like this. And then the second one that I picked up, I got it in the shade Brunette, and here is Brunette. So I picked up those two. Also, usually my brow pencil that I usually use the Anastasia Brow Wiz, but I've been hearing that the NYX Micro Smooth Pencil is pretty much a dead-on kind of dupe for the Anastasia pencil at a much cheaper price. So I picked up two of those, and I got those in Brunette also, and they were like about $3 or $4, whereas the Brow Wiz is about $20. So yes, if I can save over $17, I definitely will. And then the last things that I picked up from NYX, I picked up a couple of the NYX high velocity high voltage, not velocity, high voltage lipsticks. And so this first one that I got in Twisted, because every time I went to Ulta trying to get this, it was sold out. So here is Twisted, and I will give you some swatches of these. So there is a swatch of Twisted. The next one that I got is called Hollywood. So if you're looking for a nice red, then here is Hollywood. And these are very creamy too. And there is a swatch of Hollywood. The next one I got is called Wine and Dine. And this is kind of like a deeper shade of red, kind of more like a burgundy. And there is Wine and Dine. The next one I got is like a vampy red, and this one is called Feline. And here is Feline. And there it is, swatched out on my hand. This next one I got, if you are looking for a nice lavender shade, is called Playdate. And here is Playdate. And there it is, swatched out on my hand. And the very last one that I picked up is a nude, and this one is called Stone. And Stone looks like this. And here it is, swatched out on my hand. So that was all the items that I picked up from NYX. Then next up we went to Ladyboss, and of course at Ladyboss they had a really nice deal on the Cocoa lashes. You picked 4 pair, and you got the 4 pair for $19. So I picked up a pair of Iris, a pair of Bellas, I got a pair of the Goddess lashes, and these I've heard so much about. And then I got a pair of the Misha. So that was everything that I got from Lady Moss. Next up, I went to OCC. And basically what I wanted from OCC was the lip tar in Sebastian, but he didn't have any full-size tubes of that. He only had these little test tube ones. So I will give you a swatch of Sebastian. So there is Sebastian swatched on my hand. And I also got the matching lip pencil. And I will swatch that for you right next to it. So there is the lip pencil. And here it is right here. And then I got a lip tar in Pleasure Model, which was the other one that I did not have, and it's just a really nice peachy shade. And there it is swatched on my hand. So that was everything that I picked up from OCC. Alright, let me wash my hand off here. Alright, then next up I went over to NARS. And NARS gave out this really nice bag, and I actually only picked up one thing from NARS, and I picked up the Soft Velvet Loose Powder. I was watching Miss PG, and she talked about this powder, and that this powder went really well with the new NARS foundation. So I picked up the one in Heat, and it looks like this. Have not opened it yet, so that was the one item from NARS that I did pick up. Next up, I went to Friends Beauty, and while I was at Friends, they had this booth there called Stilazzi. And so they had these eyeshadows, and they are about the size of Makeup Forever shadows. And these Stilazzi shadows were $2 a piece. They don't have names, but they do have a number. They also give you these like little magnets to help you put them in like a Z palette. And so this very first one that I picked up is a pearl shadow, and it's number PS09. They come in these little plastic sleeves. So let me quickly show you that. So here is PS09, and it's a really gorgeous pearly lavender shade. This next one that I got is also another pearl, and this one is called PS41. And PS41 looks like this. There it is, swatched on my finger. And when I'm done swatching, I'll show you what they look like on the arm. This next one is another pearl, and it is PS25. And here is PS25. Just a really pretty peachy kind of champagne shade. And there it is swatched on my finger. This next one that I got is a matte, and it is MS48. And MS48 looks like this. There it is, swatched on the finger. And the very last one that I got is a matte, and this one is MS16. And this one is like a really deep eggplant purple. And it looks like this. There it is, swatched on the finger. And here they all are swatched on my arm. So as you can see, the pigmentation is really nice. And now that I'm away from the makeup show, I'm kind of wishing that I had picked up some more. So I definitely will kind of be keeping my eye out for next year if they are at the show to pick up some more, because those were really, really nice. And then the last thing that I picked up from Friends Beauty is I picked up another Visart palette. And they had a deal at the show that if you bought 3 or more Visart palettes, then the palettes themselves were like $50. You know, these palettes run for $80 in Sephora. And I think because I only bought this one, I think I paid like $65 or $60, something like that. But I picked up the 04 Dark Matte palette, and it looks like this. It has, I have the nude one, and now I have the dark mattes, and it's a really nice palette. I will give you some swatches of some of the shades. So there they are, swatched on my fingers, and as you can see, Visart palettes are really pigmented. I think it's the $80 price tag that gets most people. They don't want to spend that much money for it, but there they are, swatched on my arm. So that was the other thing that I got from Friends Beauty. Next up, I went to the Ruby Kisses booth, and I was basically looking for some more lip lacquers, because when they debuted the original lip lacquers, they also came out with like a holiday set, but I never found that holiday set in my area, and they had them at the show. So this very first one that I picked up is called Orgasm, and Orgasm looks like this. And here it is, swatched on my hand. This next one that I got is called Purple Glam. Now they named this Purple Glam, but that is green as all outdoors, so I don't know why they called it Purple Glam, but hey, I'll roll with it. And here is a swatch of Purple Glam, and that's like going to be like really bold. I have no clue of where I'm going to wear that to. And this last one is called Blue Ignite, and here is Blue Ignite. Now in my viewfinder it is coming up blue, but when I look at the tube it is purple, so go figure. And there is a swatch of Blue Ignite. So that was the only thing that I picked up from the Ruby Kisses booth, because I pretty much have all the other lip products that they have brought out thus far. Next up, I went over to I Love Ricky's, or Ricky's New York, and this is like an awesome color bag, you know. And what I got from there, first of all, I was very surprised to realize that Ricky's New York carries Color Rain, LA Splash, Morphe products. They have just a host of a lot of things. So one of the first things I picked up was this Z palette. And this is like a graffiti Z palette, and everything about this is all about New York. You got the Statue of Liberty, you know, you got your yellow cabs, your one-way signs, subway station signs. It's just really cute. So, and it reps my city. I had to get it. So, I got that. And then I do not own any Color Rain lip products. So, I picked up 4 of them at the show. This first one is called Marshmallow. And Marshmallow looks like this. Kind of on the lines of like Lime Crime's Cashmere and LA Splash's Ghoulish. So if you were in the market for a shade like that, then here is Marshmallow. And I'm dropping them all on the floor, excuse me. This next one that I got is called, what is this one? This is called Sweet Rain. And Sweet Rain, of course, is this lilac-y purple. And there it is, swatched on my hand. This next one that I picked up is called Vanity Rain. And Vanity Rain is a red, like an orange-based red. And there it is, swatched out on my hand. And the very last colored rain I picked up, this one is called Soul. And Soul looks like this. Just a tad bit darker than, what's that first one? Marshmallow. So there is a swatch of Soul. So those were the 4 colored rain lippies that I picked up from Ricky's. Also, while I was at Ricky's, since LA Splash wasn't there themselves, I went on ahead and picked up a few more lip products from LA Splash. And so first off, I picked up the this is the Lipsticks, I guess that's what they call it, to remove these when you put them on, because that's the one thing about LA Splash. These things are hella hard to get off your lips. So this very first one, and this is one of the lip coutures, and this one is called Charmed. And Charmed looks like this. And it's like a pinky nude. And there is a swatch of Charmed. This next lip couture is called Bellatrix. And Bellatrix is this gorgeous kind of purple. And it's really a deep purple. And there is a swatch of Bellatrix. This next one is one of their studio shines, and this one is called Esmeralda. And so here is Esmeralda. As you guys can see, I was having fun with the purples. And here is a swatch of Esmeralda. This next studio shine is called Fallon. And Fallon looks like this. And then the last studio shine that I picked up, this one is called Aurora. And I will put that one right here. And an Aurora looks like this in the tube. And here it is swatched on my hand. So that is all the LA Splash stuff that I got from Ricky's. And then my last pit stop at the makeup show would not be complete if I did not stop at Makeup Forever. Now, I had been talking to a few people and I was like, if Makeup Forever has a really good discount, especially like on the eyeshadows, I was going to kind of go a little crazy because I love the new improved artist shadows. So they gave me this really gorgeous tote bag at Makeup Forever, and their discount was like 50%. So first thing I picked up was one of these little empty Makeup Forever palettes, and this will be great for like when you're traveling. You know, you can put your favorite shadows in here that will complete your looks. Pop this in your suitcase, pop this in your purse, and you're good to go. So I got one of those. The next thing that I picked up was I was with Purple Ivy, and she was like, you gotta try the Makeup Forever Artist Plexiglass lip glosses. So I picked up 3 of these. So this very first one is number 500. And number 500 looks like this. And I will give you a swatch of that. It has one of those like paddle wands, kind of flat. And here it is swatched out on my hand. The next one that I got is number 501. And 501, of course, another purple. I was like on a purple mission at Makeup Show. And here it is swatched on my hand. So that's 500 and 501. And then the very last plexiglass that I got is number 502P. And 502P is like this gorgeous bluish green. It is just so pretty. We've seen a couple of the artists with this on their lips, and it was like, okay, is that black? Is it blue? Is it blue-green? And she was like, yes, it's blue-green. So there is a 502P swatched on my hand. So that was all the plexiglasses that I picked up. Then I went and I picked up a bunch of single shadows. And because this video is already running really long, I probably won't swatch these. But if anybody wants or needs to see swatches, or maybe I'll come back and do a separate video on all the Makeup Forever shadows that I do own now. So this very first one that I got is a matte, and it is M656. And they come in these little packets like this. It is not magnetized, so I had to remind myself so I don't drop them again. So that is M656. This next one is ME912. So there is ME912. This one is a satin, and it is S812. Can't talk right now. And here is S812. And of course, what did I do? I dropped it, as I figured I would. This next one is M704. And there is M704. This next shadow is M846. And as you can see, I think I pretty much got quite a few mattes. And this is just gorgeous. That's M846. I have to swatch that one. Look at that. That is just a gorgeous, rich, burgundy-ish red. And there it is, swatched on my hand. Ooh, I cannot wait to play with these. Put them up. This next one that I got is, which one is this one? This is ME 740. And ME 740 looks like this, kind of like a burnt copper shade, and it looks like that on the finger. Yes. And here it is swatched on my hand. Alright, 3 more to go in here. I have ME 216. And you guys, this one right here, super, super gorgeous. So that is ME 216. And there it is, swatched on my finger, just a gorgeous blue. And there it is, swatched on my hand. Alright, and then the last two, I have M820. M820 looks like this. And there it is, swatched on my finger. And here it is, swatched out on my hand. And the very last one I have is number I834, and I is for iridescent. And I834 looks like this. And there it is, swatched on my finger right there. And here it is, swatched out on my hand. So that was all the single eyeshadows that I picked up. And then I picked up one more major thing from Makeup Forever. And they were celebrating this year at the makeup show. They were celebrating their 10-year anniversary. And so they had like some pre-made palettes put together. And so I picked up this one, and this is the Makeup Forever plus 10 years, celebrating 10 years of artistry, education, and community. And it came in a palette already pre-made. And of course, you know, your shadows are protected by this little foam insert. And then they also are protected by this little plastic sleeve over top of it. And I'm not sure what shadows these are. I have to look at them. But I want to quickly, let me find something to pop this little film thing off of here, so that you guys can see these up close. But these are the shades that came in the 10-year palette. Really, really gorgeous. So like I said, I will come back and do a complete swatch fest of all the Makeup Forever shadows that I have. I hope you guys found this interesting, and once again, enjoyed the rest of your evening. And thank you guys for your support, and thank you for liking the video. So if you like this video, please thumbs it up. It will definitely help me in my venture in doing YouTube. Alright guys, take care, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.